Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning to you. How you guys doing, folks? It's me, Mongo, your friend from SoCal. Let me just tweet this out, I have a few people, believe it or not, I have a few people who wanted to be reminded of this. So I better share this out. Obviously, it's a common courtesy type thing. In the meantime, a let me share something here. Let me give you something to look at. Something to look at. Let me see. I'm clicking through all of my things. Here we go. Here we go. There's something. Let me share the screen. Chrome tab. Oh boy. There we go. All righty, folks. So I saw this down at my local Walmart the other day. Both of these figures, they were same price, $20. They are both of gorillas. One of them is Sigor. The other is King Kong. My question here is, which one of these would you want? Not what you would buy for a kid, not what you would buy for somebody else. What would you buy for yourself? Which one of these two? Let me get in there. Let me see. So we got the King Kong. This is 11 inches tall. It's King Kong. Honestly, I'd say it's a really nice look for him. It's a dark color there, dark coloration. He's got the scars on his chest. He's got some arms. He's going to basically be a 5 or 6 points of articulation. The arms, maybe the hands, the legs, maybe the feet. He might have some twisting on his head that you could do. But yeah, so there's that guy. He's Exhibit A. And then we have Sigor. Okay, now he's a McFarlane character. I assume he's created by Todd McFarlane. Enemy of Spawn. Giant cybernetic gorilla. He also has a dark color. I think he might be a little over 11 inches. He might be more in the 12-inch range. But I would say he's pretty neat. Oh, I got my thing on. Okay. You got to hear some good vibrations, hopefully, there. But let's see. So we got Sigor here. He's part mechanical, part organic. He's got a big roaring face. And for him, it's pretty much going to be the same kind of deal. He's going to have maybe a little less articulation, but it doesn't make too huge of a difference, in my opinion. Let me tweet this out, folks. Let me put this on mute. Okay, I'm going to put it on mute for a second here. So, me personally, I think that the Sigor is a better figure. I think it's a cooler figure here. Let's kind of dissect this a little bit. Not too much, but just kind of looking at it. Sigor, he has a nice, pretty dynamic pose here. He's kind of in that downward smashing pose, or a big taunting pose. I think that looks amazing. I think the sculpt is very nice. The paint looks good. It's on point, of course. Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth there. The teeth are a white type of thing. There's a little bit of gray in there. And then you have the tongue and all the gums, red eyes. I think he looks amazing. It would have been nice, maybe a little bit of more color on that mechanical side. Like get some like red wires or blue wires in there. But I think it looks great. I think he looks amazing. And I think the Kong isn't bad. Kong's not bad. I'm liking the little beard he's got going here. But he's a lot more of a static position, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Don't get me wrong here, folks. You can, neither one of these is bad. They both look good. But me personally, I'd go for the Cygor. I think he looks amazing. I think he's a lot more visually interesting than Kong. But that's just me. That's just me. Anyhow, folks, hopefully you guys are doing good. The weather has been especially melting over here in my part of Southern California. And I'll tell you, because it's been hitting 115 the last couple of days. And ugh, that is nasty. Very nasty. All right, let me exit out of that tab there. Let me take a little bit of a little break here to cough a bit, and I'll mute for your listening pleasure. You don't want to hear me coughing. Alrighty, and that was a bit of a cough. I muted that so you don't have to. I mute it so you don't have to. Anyhow, so before I go into all the giant monster news today, and all the things that kind of interested me, I want to take a special time here to share this little tab and wish a happy birthday to a very special someone. And that someone is my sister. And I did a little Twitter post here earlier this morning. But this is my sister, Lahela. She's very nice. She's a year older than me. And, growing up, she really was my best friend. I didn't have very many friends as a kid. And even now, I guess I don't have as many as I could have. But me and her, we really get along good. Mostly because we only have a year difference between us. I have another sister who is probably 6 or 7 years older than me. No, not that. Only 4 or 5 years older than me. Oh goodness. But due to the age difference between me and Lahela, we have been going to the same schools pretty much for, since elementary, middle school, and high school. Just a lot of great memories, walking to school, riding on the bus together, and all of those kind of things. So I just want to say happy birthday to my sister. You have a beautiful son, a loving husband, and a whole lifetime to spend with the both of them. I love you, and I'll always be here to help you out. That's about all I can say there, folks. If you have a special loved one in your life, then make sure you let them know. Make sure you let them know. Just a second here. Let me type something out. I had someone very cool ask me to remind them. Alrighty, and the message is sent. But folks, let's get into some. So let's get into something that I thought was pretty interesting here, and I think it's pretty cool. Pardon me, I had to clear my throat there. I was doing some voice recording earlier in the week or last week, and it really did a number on my vocal cords, on my vocal cords, bro. Anyhow, here's something from Kaiju News Outlet that I saw just this weekend. I thought it was it was cool and it was funny to see. And we'll see if you guys are interested in something like this. So here is a bicycle inspired by Ultraman. So who wants to own an Ultraman bicycle? Super Strata has revealed a new Ultraman edition bike. There will only be 78 units made in honor of Nebula M78. You can pre-order the bike now on Super Strata's Japanese website for between 1.7 and basically 1.8K and 2.3K, depending on the model. So let's take some looks at the pictures here. Here we have, the image of Ultraman here on the right side, and we have the bicycle by Super Strata. Let's take a look through some of these other pictures here. And honestly, it's a pretty standard looking bike. I ride bicycles occasionally. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while, but there's a bicycle, and yeah, it looks nice. You got Ultraman. Doesn't look like it has any gear shifts, so it's not gonna be a well, at least this model that they have pictured here doesn't have any gears on it. You're not gonna be able to go from third to seven or whatever gear. It's been. I try to sound like I know what I'm talking about with bicycles, folks, but I'm not incredibly knowledgeable. But yeah, it's pretty neat. 78 units. So if you're interested in that, check out Super Strata for your chance to order this limited time offer of an Ultraman bicycle. You'll be the talk of the town when you go ride your bicycle. And, if you want bonus points, you play the Ultraman theme song while you're writing this, of course. Anyhow, folks, let's let's move along here. Let's move along, mosey on through here. And and I just want to get my life back. Broken promises get between me and you. Oh, no, no, no. Just a little bit of singing there, folks. Iration. I really like that band. I've been listening to them a bit here and there. And very, very chill band. They help me relax, I guess. Let me take a drink of water here, folks. Get some of that good old brain juice flowing here. Clear my throat as well. Let's see here. So here's a movie that originally had a trailer come out in February this year. And I remember this movie because I wanted to try to do a trailer reaction to it. But unfortunately, I did it, but I screwed something up so that it was either the audio, like the microphone audio, that screwed up. So I ended up never putting this out. But this is a trailer for the movie Rumble. And I'm not going to share the actual audio here just because I don't want to get copywritten or struck or anything like that. There's a lot of music in here that is very popular and well known. That is probably owned by people who could do that. So this is on Stephen A. Smith's thing here. This is Rumble. Oh, okay, Rumble. Let me just put my headphones in so that the audio doesn't bleed into this stream here. So my mic doesn't pick up the audio here. So essentially, we have a giant monster wrestling here. So you have a world where there are giant monsters everywhere. They are idolized because they are basically superstars. We got Tentacular, Sharktopus, basically. Shark with octopus arms. Paramount Animation is bringing you a pretty interesting thing, and something that really kind of ticks me off or bugs me with these animated trailers is how the lips they always just put in footage most of the time, and they don't sync up. Obviously they use lines from different parts of the movies, and they just put them with scenes from the movies that don't mesh up. So you get voice lines that don't match the mouth flaps, which is really annoying. We have basically our Rocky Balboa for this movie, this fat orange Sully. And I think he's voiced by Will Arnett. So yeah, got him. I think it's going to be kind of a kind of movie. I'm not hugely interested in here. And here you have this other fat monster. They're trying to train up Rumble or whoever this orange Sully is. And, they're trying to train him up, and they're going to play, they're going to do the thing from Dirty Dancing, the lift thing here. And so basically, you can kind of, I think it'll be a good movie for kids. That's what I'll say. It's going to be a lot of kind of slapsticky stuff, I think, and maybe some gross out humor here and there. But yeah, so that's the trailer for the movie Rumble. It's going to come out in 2021. I'm going to post this thing down in the chat so you guys can watch it with audio on, just because I don't want to play the audio because I don't want to get blocked by the company or struck or anything like that. So there's the link to that. You can watch that for yourself. So, we got somebody watching. We got Dark Side Droids. Hey, glad you came by. Always glad. Always happy to have people in the chat. It always enhances the stream, I'd say. Let's see here. What do we got here? Let me just check the Twitter real quick here. Oh, that's nice. Fandom Collective sharing the stream. That's always cool. Yeah. So I figure, let me just show you guys some little pictures here that I took. Holy cow, we're already at 18 minutes. And it doesn't seem like I've been talking for 18 minutes. It's the craziest thing. We might go a little over today. We might go to 45 minutes, depending on how this goes. But anyhow, let me share a few pictures here. Took some pictures last night and early this morning of a recent acquisition, so to speak. And that is the NECA 1964 Godzilla. So let me see here. Alrighty, here we go. And this is the NECA 1964 Godzilla with the SH Figuarts Gomorrah. It's nothing crazy here, just some very simple images here. Basically, what I did was I posed these figures on my little desk here, hence the black ground they're standing on. And then I got some green pieces of construction paper and put them behind and used that as a green screen. And I think it was kind of nice. It's pretty neat what you're able to do with the green screen and the color green. So we got that. We have Godzilla giving Gomorrah a big old tail whip. And we have Godzilla kind of giving him a bit of a tackle here. You know, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I gotta say, the 1964 Godzilla is a very nice figure from NECA. You got some good articulation overall. The neck, the head, the arms, the legs. The legs in particular were very impressive. You even get some ankle articulation, which was something that I did not expect to see in a NECA figure. So let me share some other pictures that I took last night. Let's see here. Some pictures of Godzilla with Ultraman. Ultraman is another very well known staple of tokusatsu, of giant monster media. Here we go. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. You know, kind of looking at it like this, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. You know, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of creative things you can do with this type of stuff here. Let me see. Can I do? Yeah, that's better. I like that more. So we got that. And let's take a look at the other image here. That's pretty neat, you know. And basically, I just take these pictures. I kind of screw around a bit on my video editor, Movavi. I just use Movavi Studio just because it's just a flat rate to purchase. I think a Movavi Video Recorder Studio, Screen Recorder Studio. I believe that's the correct term right there. The correct name of the editing program. But yeah, this was really fun to do. At the very least, it's a hobby. It's something that can be very neat to do. Let's see, one last set of pictures here. And of course, you know, sometimes you got to do this when you have toys. You make them hug, you know, you make them be nice. You know, these are just some various pictures here of Ultraman and Godzilla having a nice hug, you know. I kind of played around a bit with the background and some of the effects. This one kind of turned out all right. I'm not a huge fan of this background, how the swirl effect worked on the background, but it's not bad. Yeah, I think this turned out a little bit better. This kind of a blue and red and white kind of thing. But right, so I've shown off enough of my subpar photography skills. So I have a few. Actually, I got two more things to talk about here. So first is a movie that's going to be coming out in. Let's see, when are they going to release this movie? I think it's going to come out this year. Yeah, we'll take a look here. This is going to be a movie called Conga TNT. So let's take a look at the first poster for the upcoming film Conga TNT. This is brought to you courtesy of Kaiju News Outlet. So if you're unaware, Conga, there was a movie back in the 60s called Conga. So and that was a British movie there. Conga was basically a spoof off of, well, not a spoof so much, but it was playing off the success of King Kong. Later on in the 60s, you would actually get a reboot of King Kong in King Kong 19 actually it was in the 70s actually. In 76 you would get King Kong, and then the following couple of years you would get King Kong Lives. But here is Conga TNT. Here's the first poster there. This gorilla will thrill you. You know, it's pretty much what you get. You know what you expect. And let's take a look at another bit of artwork here. This artwork is a lot more visually appealing, I'd say. This is a new exclusive artwork for the upcoming SRS Cinema limited edition releases of Conga TNT by artist Spankzilla85 or Matt Frank Matt Frank, really good artist. Check him out on Twitter. He's done a lot of great art. And that's pretty neat that they were able to get him to do that. And this looks really great. I think that looks amazing. Honestly, make that the poster, I'd say. But anyhow, Conga TNT. I'm a little skeptical. And that's mostly because of the trailer that they released. Now, for this one, I will share the audio because I'm unconvinced that there's going to be any copywritten music here. Let's take a look at this teaser trailer for Conga TNT.
We're going to need someone good. No, someone great. We're going to need the best of the best. Spare no expense.
Time to get the team back together.
Oh my, no.
And that was Conga TNT. That's the first teaser trailer there. Later on this month, I'm actually going to watch that movie. And I'll make a video on that in early October. And let's just take a look at some of the posters for the original Conga from the 60s. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. So here is one of the original posters here. Let's try and find a better image. There is the actual Conga. And in the synopsis for this film, it is an ape that is able to, is grown to that size. So not since King Kong has the screen thundered to such mighty excitement. Conga. So I'm going to say that I'm interested in watching the original 1960 Conga. And when Conga TNT comes out, I will be interested in watching that as well. That's about all for that one. So the last bit of monstrous news for you guys is going to be about a toy company here. Independent toy company known as Titanic Creations. They have come out with a very cool new monster. If you're unfamiliar with Titanic Creations, they came out with a few different toys here and there. One of them that I have is Titanicus. Very interesting kaiju. Let me just share the tab here on their store page here. Titanic Creations. Here's their website. Let me put the link put the web address to this in the live chat here. Hopefully that goes through. Yeah, there we go. Check them out in your spare time if you're interested. Titanic Creations. And here's Titanicus. Little video they made for Titanicus. But basically, let's take a look here. Here's Titanicus. As you can see, he had some pretty basic articulation here. He's got 4 points of articulation in his arms and his legs. And he's a pretty cool design, honestly. Essentially, the backstory for him is he was the iceberg that sunk the Titanic, basically. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. You can take a look at their website here for more stuff. You have your 15 centimeter glow in the dark Titanicus. And you have your larger 30 centimeter Titanicus. And you have miniatures. And in fact, today they had a very cool video come out on their Twitter about one of their upcoming toys here. And that here he is, Nosferadon. Nosferadon. You know, Nosferatu, but Nosferadon. And let's just take a little brief look here at Nosferadon. It's going to come in a very nice box. Hopefully that box does not get damaged in the mail. With my Titanicus, it was damaged in the mail, which was very unfortunate. You have a very, very cool color scheme here with the Nosferadon. Let me just pull it onto another image here. And folks, you can check that out and take a look at it on the website there. But let me just share you guys the actual Facebook or Twitter post that showcased Nosferadon. And I'll put this on the big screen here.
So it just killed all the adults and took us children to a dark prison to do terrible experiments on us. One night there was a sound out the window. Then the screaming began. Not the children this time, but the men. The roof lifted off. I looked up to the winged shape of my savior. A monster with 6 glowing red eyes. It slayed all the men and horses. It then lifted us children up and flew away. Next thing I knew, we were in the meadow. I don't know why the monster didn't kill me too. I think heroes come in many different shapes. So it just killed all the adults
and so that was Nosferadon. Gotta say, it's pretty interesting. Hey there, we got Star Wars quick clips. Glad to have you in here. Glad to have you visiting. And let me just say, if you guys are interested in seeing any of these things, if you're interested in checking out Nosferadon, check out the link here, TitanicCreations.com. They're a great site. They have some great potential there. I'm looking forward to eventually probably purchasing that thing. I thought the intro little video they had was interesting. Man, I'd just love to be like, you know, part of one of those little trailer things like Nosferadon in the dark of the night. You know, all those kind of things, you know. From the depths of the oceans rises Titanicus, all those types of things. That would be really fun to do and be a part of, you know. But, you know, I'm just cruising along. We're at 32 minutes here, folks. Hopefully you guys have had a very nice time and a very good, a very good rest of your week here. And folks, I think that's about it. I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for tuning in. There was quite a few things that we talked about today. If you're ever interested, you can always check out the channel. You can always share the stream. If you don't, I don't mind. I'll never know. But anyhow, folks, thanks for joining. Dark Side Droids and Star Wars Quick Clips. I really appreciate you guys popping into the chat. And with that, folks, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.